This sheet is from Zoe. Is how it's marked. Does this work if everyone is equal? Does this work if everyone is equal? Everyone won't be equal in terms of their abilities. Everybody has a different ability. That, you know, I'm probably better at drums than you. You might not even play drums, and I'm better at drums than him because he plays guitar. I'm not better at guitar than he is. You know, we're not equal. We're not. But our rights to life on this planet are. They are equal. There's no reason they should be anything but, and the only thing that separates that is money. So, in terms of egalitarianism, where people's needs are being met, that's something we can technologically achieve. So, yeah, it will work if people have a socially sustainable value system. They won't share perhaps all values, but the ones that sustain and support and meet human needs are ones we all have to share. Yes, I'm sorry, we do all have to share those eventually. How would you propose notions of a brotherhood of man or collaboration or true efficiency otherwise? Have you got any further resolution to these problems? This is a critical point actually I haven't mentioned in a lot of videos. Have you got a better idea? That's the key thing. If you haven't got a better idea and it makes sense, then what are you waiting around for? So, you know, world population problem. I went into this very briefly, but population is only a problem if the population itself is using up its resources exponentially, as we are now, to support a failing system, which is what we are doing. Population really is a major problem in poor countries where the rates of birth to certain women can be 7 to 1 in some villages, in particular India, and then in another Indian village just down the road, same thing. One village gets education and support and emancipation of women, essentially about contraception and all sorts of other things. Pregnancy rate drops from 7 to 1 to, I believe, 2.4, which is an odd number for it to jump down to, but 2 to 1, basically. Dramatic decrease by solving poverty and increasing education. That is how you solve overpopulation. So our system would quite simply solve it through a value shift, through education, and through the relieving of poverty. That's how you solve it.
Yeah. The most recent statistics available show us that with the waste food from the United States and the United Kingdom alone, we could feed the world 3 times over, just from the waste. Now, that to me doesn't signify a world population problem. It signifies to me a problem in the method of food distribution, or the value with consumption of food, like the dominant social value of how much food you must consume or waste.
And there's also farmers that have been paid on this planet to limit food production in order to keep food prices high. This is on a planet with 1/6 of its population starving to death. It doesn't need to be this way. It's as simple as that. It doesn't need to be this way. I'm pretty sure that we could support many more humans on this planet, and why shouldn't we? I don't think 7 billion is enough. I think we should have some more, and why not? The vast majority of the oceans haven't even been populated yet, and why can't we populate them if we've got a sustainable social system? Of course, we can't just carry on going on populating things if we don't have the resources to meet human needs. That's obvious. That's what this system is about reaching a balance through the practice of efficiency protocols built into our social design intrinsically to meet human and planetary well-being. It's pretty simple when you take a far enough step back from it, and quite simply, as I said earlier, if you've got a better idea, by all means propose it. I'd like to hear it. I've listened to all different forms of religious belief, spiritual belief, political ideology, political philosophy, and to be quite honest, they all seem to be based on higher order abstraction that has no connection to the physical world in which we inhabit, and has absolutely no credence towards the best decision-making method applied to planetary concern. I'm sorry, it's got to go. So, I hope that gave you something. There's more information at our website, the zeitgeistmovement.com or thevenusproject.com. So if we weren't able to answer your question in this short video, then by all means, please go there and check it out. Thanks very much for your time.